Thomas told all his friends about the plans Sir Topham Hatt and him had come up with, and soon they were all hard at work. And on Thursday night, the night before the railway inspector came, the island of Sodor was in tip-top shape. The yard was cleaned up from the big mess that had happened there. The bridge was back in place, and it looked very nice. The construction site was all cleaned up, and the docks looked better than ever. Thomas and Sir Topham Hatt were very pleased. "Thanks to your great idea, Thomas," said Sir Topham Hatt, "we finished just in time for the railway inspector. He's coming tomorrow morning." "Okay," said Thomas. Just then, the next morning, the railway inspector arrived. "Thomas," said Sir Topham Hatt, "this is the railway inspector. He's coming to review the island." "Yes, I am," said the railway inspector. "And after what I've heard after this storm, I don't have very high expectations. I'll try to go easy on you guys." "Okay," said Sir Topham Hatt, but he snickered a little bit. "Sir," said Thomas, "what am I supposed to do?" "Oh, I forgot," said Sir Topham Hatt. "You're going to take us around the island of Sodor, Thomas." "Oh, thank you," said Thomas. "You're welcome," said Sir Topham Hatt. "Now let's get in, shall we?" "Yes," said the railway inspector. "Let's go." And they hopped in. And Thomas started along his way. "Ooh," said the railway inspector. "Very nice sheds, I must say." "Thank you," said Sir Topham Hatt. "And a very nice shed right there, too." "And what's that crane right there?" "That's Brocky. He is one of our breakdown trains." "Oh," said the railway inspector. "And a very nice engine right there. That's Edward. He's one of the oldest engines on the railway." "Impressive. It looks like I get a greeting coming into the yard, I guess." "Yep," said Sir Topham Hatt. "This is Henry. That's old Slow Coach. Boko, Toby, Henrietta, Harry, and Bert." "Oh," said the railway inspector. "Very nice names you have there." "And it looks like I get a welcome out of the yard too." Yes, said Sir Topham Hatt. "This is Percy, Stepney, Bulgy, Bertie the bus, Gordon, of course you know Thomas, Oliver, Trevor, Duck, Douglas, Terrence, and Tiger Moth, our biplane." "Very impressive," said the railway inspector. "Now let's continue along our way." "Okay," said Sir Topham Hatt. Said the railway inspector. "Who are these twin tank engines?" "Oh," said Sir Topham Hatt, those are twin tank engines, Bill and Ben. When the storm came, the bridge was very damaged, and so they decided to help clean it up." "Oh, very impressive," said the railway inspector. "That's a very nice engine right there. What's he called?" "Oh," said Sir Topham Hatt. "That's Murdoch. He's a big goods engine, and we use him to pull these big goods train." "Oh," said the railway inspector. "And the Sodor engine wash, very impressive. And that water tower, also very impressive." "Thank you," said Sir Topham Hatt. "And what's this little house over here?" "Oh," said Sir Topham Hatt. "That's where the Duke and Duchess live. I don't think they're home at the moment. But anyway, Spencer is their private engine." "Thank you for telling me." "And this must be the docks. I'm very impressed." "I know," said Sir Topham Hatt. "When the storm hit Sodor, this was about the most damaged place on the island. But Duke, Scarloey, Rheneas, and Coldy helped fix it up." "Very impressive," said the railway inspector. "That must be your breakdown train, and I can see that's Harvey." "Yep." "Let's head to the station now," said Sir Topham Hatt. "Very nice station," he said. "I see it's called Ellsberg Station." Yes, said Sir Topham Hatt. "Very nice name." "Thank you," he said. "And this must be the construction site." "Yes," said Sir Topham Hatt. "Wow, this is very impressive. And I see that must be Thumper." "Yep, he drills rock so that we can use it at the quarry." "Oh," said the railway inspector. "I am very impressed so far. This must be your famous Gordon's Hill." "Yep," said Sir Topham Hatt. "It is." "Well, here we are," said Sir Topham Hatt. "Okay, let me review my score for a moment. And while I'm doing that, you guys, Thomas, you can head us off to the island." "Okay," he said. "To the yard, I'm sorry," he said. "Okay," said Thomas. Thomas arrived at the island, and the railway inspector got out. "Well," said the railway inspector, "after reviewing my final score, I have determined that the island of Sodor is a very impressive place to visit." "Thank you," said the engines. "And so, out of my final score, and comparing it to the other islands I have visited, the island of Sodor has come in first place." "Hooray!" said the engines. They all cheered wildly. "Thank you," said Sir Topham Hatt. "And here is a big check with money on it." "Oh, thank you, sir," "Oh, thank you, Mr. Railway Inspector," said Sir Topham Hatt. "You're welcome. You can spend that however you like." Everybody on the island of Sodor was very pleased, but none were more happier than Thomas.